With Amazon PPC, it's often thought that if you do run broad and phrase match on a particular keyword, once you move that over to exact match, you should be negating it as an exact match in the broad and the phrase. I'm going to show you exactly why you shouldn't be doing that, why you should run them on exact, phrase, and potentially broad, and how it can benefit your business. So I've got a search term reports up here to give you a proper example, and I've changed the search term and the product itself, so I'm protecting the brand when I'm showing you this data. But when it comes to the clicks data, sales data, that's all exactly as is, and it's based on two identical search terms that are being generated in phrase and exact. So it gives you a proper idea on why you should be running both of these types of match types on the same keyword. Now, when you get down to it, you're going to see that these two search terms perform quite well. They're at 31% ACoS. The sales on both of them are good. This one could potentially be improved because the spend is a bit lower. When you're on a phrase match, it is going to be harder to spend more on that because you're going to be getting more longer tail search terms. So that's why it's important to put it into an exact so you do have that extra control. But you will see the cost per click is lower on the exact match. And this is because when it comes down to it, this term, when spending, because the bid is higher on phrase match, they are getting those higher placements at the start. So this isn't all being spent on this particular search term, so that's why the spend is lower. Some of that's going into longer tail terms, but when it comes down to it, the cost per click on the exact match is working out cheaper. Now, the reason it's important to keep running these two types of campaigns is because the placements themselves are greatly affected. So on the exact match, we're very focused on top of search. And the top of search is really good for this product. We're getting a lot of top of search based on this campaign here. And then on the phrase match, we're also getting a bit of top of search, but less control. So the important thing about this is it's about having both of these options running at the same time so that you are ticking off all of those placements at once. So whilst you're showing at top of search on exact, you might then show up on the phrase match at rest of search product pages. And that might work for you. I guess you're going to have a bit of a discrepancy between ACoS because rest of search and product pages do perform a bit differently, but your top of search will have, in most cases, a better ACoS if the bid is around or at the same level as the rest of search and product pages. In this case, because the bid is higher on the phrase match, this is why we're not really getting too much data on rest of search and product pages. But I bet you if you go into your search and report, dig into it on some of the search terms, you'll find that even though you're running both of these at the same time, or maybe you're running an auto campaign that does get into those placements, you will be seeing a discrepancy between the two, and you'll see you are picking up additional sales by running it in those places. Now, to actually decide whether to run these properly, you should be doing a bit of an analysis to see, okay, ACoS wise, on this, we're good, 31%. But perhaps on the rest of search or on the phrase match campaign, you're running at 40%. Maybe for that, you want to look at reducing the bid. If that causes any problems, then maybe it's not really worth running on that phrase match. It needs to be on a case-by-case basis. Like if you're looking at a search term in broad and phrase and you're determining whether you should be running it or not, it shouldn't just be based on whether exact match has it running. So if you see it performing well in phrase or broad, keep it in there, keep it running. If you see it not performing, then maybe you shift it out, you negate it, and then you focus more on exact. You need to tailor your strategy on a case-by-case basis on every single campaign and every single keyword. I hope you found that helpful, and hopefully it gives you some more insights on how to properly run your Amazon PPC campaigns. You need help with your Amazon PPC, you don't know where to begin, or you just don't have the time to manage it yourself, contact us below, KickstartPPC.com, audit your account, and see how we can help you out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more Amazon PPC content, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.